Well, they actually have a really good team going forward. You got Pat Cipollone as legal counsel, Eric Ueland leading the legislative affairs team, and then Stephanie Grisham leading the comms team along with Tony Sagg and Pam Bondi. I think that this is a really good team that they have to kind of make sure that their argument and messaging and strategy is put together heading into this process. I think there's a couple things that have to happen because largely this is a political and PR exercise, right? Unless something unbelievably drastic happened, there's no way that this is going to end in anything less than an acquittal when the Republicans control the Senate. The thing that's going to be fascinating to me is, number one, Schumer in 1999 said, hey, I don't think witnesses need to be called in the Senate. Now he wants to call witnesses. In the Pelosi, Nadler, Schiff, all these other people talked about bipartisanship, and impeachment has to be something that people come together. The only thing that's going to be bipartisan is actually calls against impeachment. You're not going to see a single Republican vote for impeachment, but you may likely see a couple of these Democrats peel off and vote against impeachment, meaning the only thing bipartisan is against impeachment, not for it, which bodes well for the president's team. And then, as I kind of mentioned in some of these, juxtaposing a lot of these comments that Democrats made in 1998, 1999 about where they stood when it was Clinton and where they are now is going to be something that's really interesting, how they put that forward.
Which Democrats would vote with Republicans, do you think?
Well, you've got 31 Democrats that won in districts that Trump carries. So you saw Jeff Van Drew in New Jersey's 2nd District already jump ship, talk about actually switching parties. You've got 2 in Virginia, Virginia 7, Virginia 2, who could possibly go. There's a lot of these that are trying to figure out how do they, kind of put one foot on the side of staying good with the far left of the Democratic Party, and 2, kind of maintain this image that they cultivated with voters in districts that were carried by Trump by telling them that they were going to be a moderate and work with the president. So, I don't know which ones will ultimately go. You've seen a few of them kind of fall over to the Pelosi side. I think they're afraid of a primary in their own party.
Seems like just a handful.
Yeah, but again, even if it's 1 or 2 or 3, it's the exact opposite narrative that both Pelosi and Nadler and Schiff and everyone else have been talking about. They've been talking about bipartisanship. And so if the only thing bipartisan, whether it's 1, 2, or 3, is Democrats opposing impeachment, that doesn't bode well for their talking point.